Santham Academy. Welcome to Digital Kaksha. To get updates on new videos, click the subscribe button and the bell icon.
Hello students, today we are going to study about the topic cells. So let us have a look on the diagram of a cell which is freshly prepared. Here this is a cell, the container in which the liquid it is being taken, the container in which the cell is being prepared, that container is called as the voltameter. In this container, the liquid which is taken, through which the current flows, that liquid is called as the electrolyte. The two rods which are acting as the positive and negative terminal of the cell, these rods are called as the electrodes. Now, in this circuit which is drawn, capital R is representing the external resistance through which the current will flow. The direction of the current is also shown in this circuit. So, with this diagram, we are getting the idea that cell it is a device which provides the potential difference to the circuit, as well as if we will talk about the energy conversion in the cell, it is the chemical energy which gets converted into the electrical energy. Also, in this cell, the electrolyte which is present, it has got a specific value of resistance which is offered to the flow of the current through it. This resistance of the electrolyte is called as the internal resistance. Now this internal resistance, it is a physical quantity which according to the standard notations is represented by R and is measured in the SI unit of resistance, that is in ohms. So this is about the internal resistance. Coming to the next topic, that is what is the meaning of the term EMF of the cell. In order to understand that term EMF, I have drawn a circuit of the cell and external resistor R, which is the internal resistance in the symbolic form. EMF of the cell is the potential difference between the two terminals which is obtained when the circuit is open or when no current is drawn from the cell. This physical quantity EMF, it is represented by capital E. The SI unit for this EMF of the cell is volts, which can be represented by capital V. Now, in this case, when the key is closed, that means now we are talking about the working of the cell in the closed circuit. Certainly, in this case, the current will start flowing in the circuit and the direction of the flow of the current, it will be from the positive to the negative terminal of the cell outside the cell. Whereas, inside the cell, as it is shown in this diagram also, inside the cell the electrolyte is present. Through that electrolyte also the current flows. So, according to the standard direction of the flow of the current, this is to be understood that inside the cell the current flows from the negative to the positive terminal of the cell. Now in this case, we have to find out the relationship between the internal resistance, the EMF and the current which is flowing through the cell. For that, the EMF which is defined as the maximum potential difference of the cell and that term has got the existence in the open circuit. So, how all these quantities are related to each other? We can write it here that the EMF of the cell will be equal to the product of the current. Let us say the current which is flowing from the positive to the negative terminal of the cell outside it is represented by I. So, I can get a relation of the EMF of the cell to be equal to I into R, where this current I is flowing through the external resistor of resistance R. Further, when this current will continue to flow in this path or in this circuit, inside the cell it will flow from negative to the positive terminal, and inside the cell that current will come across the resistance to which we are calling as the internal resistance. So, this equation can be completed with the help of the two terms on RHS. One is the multiplication of current with the resistance of the external resistor, and the second term is the multiplication of the current with the internal resistance. Next, in this step, we know that according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Now, here this V in the context of the cell is said to be the terminal potential difference, which means that when the circuit is the closed circuit, in that case the potential drop which will be calculated across any external resistor or even the resistors combination, that potential difference will be said to be the terminal potential difference, and according to Ohm's law, the formula I into R is the formula for the potential difference. So, here in the next step I am getting the relation E to be equal to capital V plus I into R. Even this condition when the circuit is closed and the current is drawn from the cell is called as the discharging state of the cell. So, in the discharging state, E and V, these physical quantities are related by this formula. The next we have to talk about the formula for the current. Now, if I will go with this step, in this equation, I can write it further as E is equal to I and within bracket capital R plus small r. I have taken the term current common from the two terms on RHS. From here, I am getting the value of I to be equal to E upon R plus R. Also, there is a possibility in a circuit when there is no external resistor given. In that case, what will happen in this formula? So, if no external resistor is connected, certainly the value of resistance capital R will be equal to 0, and that capital R to be equal to 0 is responsible for giving me the value of the maximum current drawn from the cell. So, in this formula, if R is equal to 0, the value of the current which is obtained will be the maximum value of the current, which can be given by the relation capital E upon small r. Coming to the next case, here we have talked right now that this is the relationship between the EMF and the terminal potential difference of the cell in the state of discharging of the cell. Now, when this cell has to be charged with the help of any external source, in that case, the formula or the relationship between the two terms E and V, it comes out to be V is equal to E plus IR. So, these are the two formulas where we have to understand for the discharging of the cell. Certainly, capital E or EMF of the cell will be greater than that of the potential difference or terminal potential difference of the cell. And this is the formula which is to be applicable at the time of the charging of the cell, and in that case the terminal potential difference V will be greater than the EMF of the cell. Now let us discuss about the topic combination of cells. For the cells there are two combinations. The first one is series combination, which we will be studying. In order to get the formula for the equivalent value of the internal resistance and equivalent value of EMF of the two cells. So let us first understand the circuit diagram. In this circuit diagram, there are two cells given with their EMF values E1 and E2. Small r1 and small r2 here are representing their internal resistances respectively. The current due to the series combination of the cell, it is same which is shown in the circuit and is denoted by I. In order to derive the formula, let us start with the formula for the relationship between the EMF, current and the potential difference of the cell, which we have already derived, and we know that E is equal to V plus IR. In this type of the combination, the potential differences across the terminals of both the cells will be different, and let us take those values to be V1 and V2. So, the total potential difference which is supplied to this circuit, which is denoted as V, will be equal to V1 plus V2. From this formula, we can get the value of V to be equal to E minus IR. The total potential difference can be written as V is equal to V1 plus V2. Using this relation, we can substitute the values individually for both the cells, and I can write the value E1 minus IR1 in place of V1, and for V2 it can be written as E2 minus IR2, that is the values of the potential differences for both the cells one by one. So after substitution, V it is equal to E1 minus IR1 plus E2 minus IR2. On rearranging the terms which are obtained here, it can be written as on RHS E1 plus E2. From these two terms, I am taking minus I outside the bracket, and inside the bracket I am left with R1 plus R2. When I will compare this equation with the equation which is written here in the second step of the derivation, I can see that on LHS the physical quantity is V, whereas when I will compare the terms on RHS, in place of E, I am getting E1 plus E2. So, this E1 plus E2 can be termed or can be understood as the equivalent value of EMF for the series combination of the two cells. Also, minus I R1 plus R2, which we are already knowing that in the series combination of the resistors also, the equivalent resistance is the sum of the resistances of all the resistors. So using that concept here, in place of R1 plus R2, I can write it as R equivalent. So this way, I am getting the relation for V in terms of the equivalent EMF and equivalent value of the internal resistance. We can see here the equivalent circuit diagram for the series combination of the cell can be drawn with the help of one cell, which is representing the equivalent EMF to be E equivalent and the equivalent internal resistance to be R eq. When the cells are the identical cells, means for the two cells, if they have their EMFs and internal resistance same, in that particular case, the value of E equivalent can be obtained as 2 times that of the EMF of the single cell, and the value of R equivalent can be written as the value of 2 times the value of internal resistance of any cell. So this is the relation of, or this is the formula for equivalent EMF and equivalent internal resistance for the identical cells. Let us start the derivation of the formula for the equivalent EMF and equivalent internal resistance for the two cells in their parallel combination with the formula for the total current I. This I is equal to I1 plus I2, where I1 is the current drawn from the cell with EMF. From the known value of the current, which is given as E minus V upon R, I1 can be written as E1 minus V upon R1 plus I2 can be written as E2 minus V upon R2. So here, after rearranging the terms, I can get the formula for I to be equal to E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus V I have taken out common from the brackets, and within bracket it can be written as 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. In the next step, after this step, I can get the formula for V to be equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. When I will compare this equation which is obtained for V with the standard equation of V, which I can write from here to be equal to E minus I into R. So on comparison of these two, I can see here that V is same on LHS. So this way we have derived the formula for equivalent EMF and equivalent value of internal resistance. In this case also, let us find out that when the cells are identical, the value of E equivalent will come out to be equal to E, and the value of R equivalent will come out to be R by 2. Thank you all for watching this video.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.